Hello, I'm Jimin from We Learn to Share, and in today's video, I'll be summarizing the third part of Unit 5 in AP Human Geography. Unfortunately, agriculture production and consumption patterns may lead to environmental destruction. One specific issue is the land cover change, which refers to the loss of natural areas. There are different types of land cover changes such as desertification, deforestation, draining wetlands, soil salinization, and pollution. Desertification is when the fertile land transitions into a desert due to the overuse of soil for agriculture. Deforestation is a process of destruction of forests to make room for agriculture, which can result in soil erosion and increased carbon dioxide. Draining wetlands is when wetlands are drained for agricultural use, having negative effects as wetlands help to capture chemicals and to store carbon. Soil salinization is a process by which soil salt accumulates in soil and reduces soil fertility, resulting from improper irrigation. Lastly, agricultural practices can negatively impact the environment as it leads to pollution from the use of machines which involve emitting greenhouse gases. Another major issue related to the changing nature of contemporary agriculture and food production practices is food insecurity. Food security is the ability for people to have access to safe and nutritious food. However, many people around the world are suffering from food insecurity, which is not being able to have access to safe and nutritious food. Some main reasons for why food insecurity occurs is due to lack of money to purchase food and lack of access to food, especially for people living in rural and impoverished areas. In fact, this is not only an issue for developing countries, but is also an issue for developed countries, as there are many food deserts in many developed countries around the world, which refers to areas that have limited access to affordable and quality food. In order to solve food insecurity, there are many solutions being in progress. One solution to solve this problem is biotechnology, which is technology designed to manipulate seeds to increase crop yields, since an increase in food supply will result in lower prices, allowing for more people being able to afford agriculture products. The most well-known biotechnology are genetically modified organisms, also known as GMOs, which are organisms including plants and animals which had its DNA altered. However, there are some pros and cons to GMOs. Some pros to the use of GMOs would be that it provides more efficient seeds, allows organisms to adapt in various soil conditions, and allows crops to become more resistant to different soil conditions. On the other hand, it is expensive, results in super pests, and may lead to rejection in biodiversity as genetically modified organisms overrun natural plants. Another solution to increase food supply is aquaculture, which is the practice of raising and harvesting fish and other animals that live in water. Again, there are pros and cons to aquaculture. Some pros are that it increases the supply of fish and allows for a steady supply of fish at affordable prices. On the other hand, it may lead to an easier spread of disease due to close contact, use of chemical products that may harm the ecosystem, and high levels of fish waste in the ocean, resulting in bad water quality. There have also been social trends to agriculture. One trend to agriculture is organic farming, which is the method of agriculture that only uses natural fertilizers and prohibits the use of chemical products. Another social trend to agriculture is commodity-supported agriculture, also known as CSA. This is the system of agriculture that connects producers and consumers by having the consumers help support the production process through assisting the producers with labor and capital. Lastly, the local food movement has been a key social trend for agriculture consumption, which is the movement of people who prefer to eat food which is grown close to where they live, being less harmful to the environment. Overall, more women in less developed countries and newly industrialized countries are working in agriculture production compared to women in highly developed countries. In addition, more women in less developed countries and newly industrialized countries are involved in preparing food for consumption, as they tend to spend more time at home in comparison to women in developed countries having careers outside of home, resulting in less time spent at home. Another factor to consider is that compared to men, women in general are more likely to be involved in subsistence agriculture, which is the process of farming for one's own consumption. Moreover, women may not have access to produce as much as crops as men, as they have lack of access to key resources. Therefore, one way to solve this problem would be providing more resources such as pesticide and fertilizers for women, assisting them to increase their crop yields. This would be the end of today's video, and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.